Right, today I'm going to demonstrate Killer, Darts Killer, a game that most people or lots of people may well have heard of. Um, I think it used to be played a lot. I used to see it played a lot in the pubs. I don't now, but that might just be the pubs I go to. I see people play Pool Killer, but not Darts Killer. So, just in case anyone not aware of it, I'm going to do a demonstration of the game. So I'm going to demonstrate this as just two player because I think that'll be complicated enough for me to do here on my own. And then a future video I might try it with multiplayer. It's a better multiplayer game. You could have up to 20 players playing because there's 20 different numbers. And it's a good game for all levels of player, but I'm going to give this a go. So it's going to be yellow against pink. Yellow team A. Get my money's worth from my Borussia Dortmund flights. So first up, you have to throw one dart with your weaker hand. That then allocates yourself your number. So it's 17 for team A in yellow. Team B in pink. Again, I'll throw it left-handed. 1. Okay, so 17 and 1. So I'm going to demonstrate 5 life killer. I think 5 lives is probably the most common format I'm aware of in this game, but you could make any amount of lives you want. I think it would need to be a number above 3, I would think. But any number, depends how long you want the game to go on for. So very simple system with lives. Single is 1 life. The whole single part is 1 life. Double 2, treble 3 lives. So the first thing you need to do is build up your own lives so that you become a killer. So I'm looking to generate 5 lives. So starting off with player A, who is number 17. Yeah, that was aimed at 17. Yeah, well that is garbage. So missed all those. So now we're looking at the 1 segment for player B. Should be alright at hitting 1. Right, there's 1. And there's another. So that's 2 lives. Player A can redeem that last visit. Wide. And that is just in. Oh, all over the place. So 1 life. So 2 lives to 1 at the moment. So back up to 1s for player B. A triple 1 here would make them a killer. That is in the single, so that takes them along to 3 lives. So back to player A on only 1 life. There's 1. And 2 singles. So 3 lives all round. Player B. So double or treble here. It's okay if you exceed 5 lives. So if you're on say 3 and you hit the treble 1, that's okay. 5 lives makes you a killer. That's 1. That's treble 18. And that is no good. So 4 lives now. This is not a great, in fact this is quite appalling standard, but it demonstrates the game. So player A, they're on 3 lives, and there's a treble 17, so they are now a killer. They've got 2 darts in hand. So at this point in a multiplayer game, it then becomes quite fun. You can then make a tactical choice as to who you actually go for, because I'm now gonna be aiming at the one segment to take lives off my opponent. But in a multiplayer game, obviously you would have a choice of at least 2 other or several targets, and then you get into, do you chase after the people who have got more lives or are killers, or do you just get rid of those that are hanging around on 1 life, 2 lives? But for the purposes of this game, I'm a killer and my opponent, player B, has got 4 lives, so I'm now aiming at 1 to try and remove their lives. That's a miss. And that's a single. So that takes them back down to 3 lives. So player B is looking for 2 hits here. Ooh, that treble would have been nice. So up to 4. And that is not in. That's in. So no darts in hand, but they've made themselves a killer again. So both players are now killers. But it's player A with the darts. And there's a single, so straight away player B is now not a killer, down to 4 lives. And that takes them down to 3. So they're just, player A is just keeping player B at bay at the moment, because they've got to use their darts to become a killer again. They're not getting darts at the 17 at the moment, because they've got to get back up to 5. There's 1. There's the other. And they've got a dart in hand. And that's a great visit for player B, because they've now taken player A back down to 4 lives. So they've now got to hit their own number to become a killer again. And that's a waste. And that is not in. And they've missed again. So an opening now for player B. 4 lives remaining for player A. There's 1, takes them down to 3. A treble would do it. That's a single, that takes them down to 2. No. So 2 lives. So player A now really is clinging on. And that's not going to do. That's a single, takes them up to 3. Oh, that is awful. 15. So 3 lives for the yellows. Is that the treble? And that is treble 17. So 3 lives gone in 1 dart. So that is, that game swung a bit. Player A had the first ascendancy, but there you have it. So player B has won that game. Obviously in a multiplayer game you would keep going until last person standing, but this was the head-to-head version. So there you have it, game over.